Good morning, this is Dr. Turner for Fundamental Math. Today we're going to be talking about 9.2, which is looking at your product rule for exponents. Unit 9 is all about exponents, so we're going to be covering one rule at a time, hopefully with the basics as you go into integrated math 1 or integrated math 2. You'll have those fundamentals down, which should help you along the way. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We are starting out with 9.2, which is looking at your product rule. As the name might imply, product rule involves when we are multiplying exponential expressions. So for the product rule, in most textbooks, and it might look a little different, but it's going to be something like a to the m times a to the n is equal to a to the m plus n. So what does that translate to? If you are multiplying two expressions that involve exponents and the bases are the same, the rule here is going to be keep the base and add the exponents. Again, your textbook's going to have a more technical definition, but in layman's terms, that's what it is. If you're multiplying two exponential expressions with the same base, keep the base, add the exponents. As the name implies, the base has to be the same. So this doesn't work if I have two different bases. I can't combine them. Also, this is a product rule. So if I don't have multiplication, then this also doesn't apply. Now, this can involve exponents or variables. This could involve integers. It could involve fractions. The process is the same. But let's take out something simple. Let's say x cubed times x to the fourth power. My rule says because the bases are the same, I can simply keep the base, add the exponents, and that's considered a simplified answer. On your standardized test, you're going to have some questions that are like that. They're going to say simplify using rules of exponents, and this is what you would do. Now, let's say I forgot the product rule, but I remembered about expanded form that we talked about in 9.1. Well, you could get x to the 7 by doing expanded form. X cubed is x times itself 3 times. X to the fourth power is x times itself 4 times. And if you add up how many x's you have, that is x to the 7th power. So there's always another way to get there, as long as you are either able to justify how you got your answer, like saying you use the product rule, or if you write out an expanded form, you're good. Okay. So take something else. Let's say 4 squared times 4 to the 8th power. Same base, so keep the base, add the exponents. It's simple as that. 9 cubed times 9 to the 8th power. Keep the base, add the exponents. And it doesn't matter what the base is as long as it's the same. So I could even have, let's say, a fraction here, 1/3 squared times 1/3 to the 4th power. As long as the bases are the same, the rule is keep the base, add the exponents. Now for fundamentals, I gave you guys all examples where the base is an integer, right? It's not going to be a fraction. I'm not trying to throw you off, but remember that as long as the base is the same, these rules will always apply. That's also true if I made the exponents something other than integers. So I could have x to the 2.5 times x to the 3rd power. As long as the bases are the same, the rule is keep the base, add the exponents. Now, if the exponents are not integers, that gets into a little more advanced math where we have simplified radicals, we have fractional exponents, all kinds of crazy stuff, but we're not dealing with any of that here for fundamentals, but just be aware of it if it comes up, that those same rules apply. So that's pretty much it for this assignment. Make sure that the bases are the same. Your rule is keep the base, add the exponents. Sometimes in a more advanced setting, again, maybe like in an integrated math 2, you may have something where, let's say we have 3 to the 4th power times 9 to the 3rd power. Now here, because the bases are the same, right, I can't simply add the 4 and the 3 up top. That's not how it works. But 9 is a product of 3. So if I change this to be 3 squared, right, then I could get it to where the bases are the same. Now that's going to take some extra rules that we haven't covered yet. And we'll talk about that in later videos. That's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. Otherwise, have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.